Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. We are live at twitch.tv/blindwave every Thursday. Well, 6 days of the week, to be honest. But for podcast, Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, Eric.
Is that our theme song? Welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. I'm trying to post a video.
It is an apocalypse outside.
An apocalypse.
It's freezing rain. It's going to be snow later. It's going to be... What was that?
It's gonna be great.
Dennis Quaid movie? The Day After Tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
The Rookie.
It's going to be the Rookie out there.
Yeah.
So, despite that, as long as we have electric...
Oopsie daisy, sorry.
They missed on your singing,
I
Eric.
was muted, I'm so sorry.
They missed all the theme song.
The theme song was so good.
That's a real shame.
I'm gonna get that next time.
Next week,
That sucks,
I'll
Eric.
have it again.
You've been practicing.
I have been practicing. Yes, electric. We're going to have electric tomorrow. We better.
Yeah.
Why?
As long as
Why?
we have internet and electric, tomorrow at 3 p.m. is going to be Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Randomizer.
Randomizer.
4-player race.
4 players. Well, 2-player race. No, I'm kidding.
I have my own goals.
Your guess. We all have
I play
goals.
for revenge.
You're going to be able to watch those 4 point of view all at the same time. And
Indeed.
it's so much fun. If you missed the last Pokemon randomizer, you can go to YouTube and watch the highlights right now. It was fantastic.
Yes,
But
it was.
This is going to be fun. And you
Leaf
want to
green.
be here live.
I had a lot of fun with it. So did Rick. So Calvin. Rick beat his arch nemesis.
I enjoyed Pokemon a lot as a child.
Mhm.
I've played Gold quite a few times. I've caught
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, and gold, huh?
But this is not going to be that.
Well, it's updated.
It's going to be
gold.
Pokemon that I don't know, don't recognize.
But it's gold, Rick. So you're at least familiar with the layout of the land a
I
little
haven't
bit.
played Pokemon in like 20 years. You think I'm going to remember how to get places from a game I played 20 years ago?
Do you remember how to get places in Metal Gear Solid 1?
Well, but I play that all the time.
Okay. I guess you got a point.
But there's going to be joy. There's going to be
Sorrow.
hate. There's going to be sorrow. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be anger. And there's going to be salt. Right, Calvin?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll definitely have
Salt.
salt. There'll be plenty of that.
It's going to be spicy. We're going to have a lot
I
of
need
fun.
some tequila to go with all my salt.
And possibly moving goalposts, because I don't know how far exactly we're going in the game. There's a few options.
Yeah. This was
Can we move it closer?
We could have different goals for each of us.
Yay.
This was one of the first games that I can remember playing, and granted, I was not a gamer growing up, but I can remember playing where there was a real, true end game. I remember getting to it and being like, holy shit, awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Let's race first to Professor Oak.
Can I fill one
That's going to take a while. 'cause
box of my
it's-
PC?
It's a different professor in the
It's a
beginning.
different
I think.
professor.
It is. I can't remember his name, though.
Elm? Is it
Is
Elm?
it Elm?
Elm,
Elm
I think
G2?
Elm is Gen
I
2.
think it's Gen 2. I think it's
Well,
Elm.
like all of them, like were based on trees, especially
Sure.
early on. I think
Professor Oak, Professor
Elm
Elm,
is
Professor Willow.
second. Yeah, Willow is Go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I
Yeah.
was trying to prepare for tomorrow,
Ooh.
going through our library at home, try to find Pokédex
Mm-hmm.
okay.
and like bring them in, so I had them at the ready.
Yep.
You want to have Pokedex?
I did want to, but the only ones we have cover Pokemon that I already know.
Oh,
So
is it like the machine Pokedex
no, they're physical books.
or a book? Oh,
Oh, cool. So
I
you could loan
have
it to me.
I have a Pokedex for X and Y, I think, which should go farther than you need to know.
It should, yeah. That might be good.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for that. I started Arceus this Monday. Last Monday, I finished off the champion everything on Brilliant Diamond. I got to start Arceus finally. While everyone else has been playing it for hundreds of hours.
I've been playing it for so much. I've been playing Arceus so much, and I love it.
How many hours in the game do you have?
Probably
Playtime.
25, 26.
That's a huge disparity there.
Yeah, I got to play it
Who
on.
likes Arceus more?
Me.
I mean, I like it a lot,
I know more
but
about
I've only played it for 4 hours.
Is that the base of who likes it more? Who's played it more?
Who likes Star Wars more? Me.
it. No, I said it before, but it's like my dream Pokemon game 10 years ago. It's not quite up to the standard of like current gen, but like if this came out on the Wii, I would have been like, they did it, the fuckers did it, you know?
Yeah, it's the first one since Gold that's tempted me.
Yeah.
Because it looks different.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It has. It's familiar and different.
Yeah.
It's the only one other than maybe Snap that I've been like. I mean, I've played a bunch of Pokemon Go, but that's not really the same.
No, it's not. But I've personally have never felt, I never had more fun just walking around. Of course, it's a big open world, but Pokemon, I feel like, especially in the classic route system, it's like, all right, I get into the grass on a new route, and then pretty much 10 minutes later, I've seen almost all the Pokemon that are available, that will be available for the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes that I get to the next city, you know, and you kind of just rinse, repeat, you do that. Whereas here, I really feel like I have to go around every corner and see everything, because not only is there new Pokemon, but there's small chances that you can actually see if a shiny's there, or a couple new elements. You can see if things are going to be different. There's also a lot of collectible things, especially later in the game, where it's like you really feel rewarded for like, ooh, that hill, or ooh, around that bend that looks secretive. Will I be rewarded for going there? And you generally are. So I really enjoy that.
Is it worth playing for the story?
So far, I've been playing a run that's kind of comprehensive in the Pokédex, so I haven't gone. I've gone to the story a decent amount. It's way different than any other Pokemon game, obviously. It's a feudal setting, so I think that some people would enjoy that more. And there's certainly fun elements where it's like, well, obviously technology wouldn't get to this point, so we do it this way, that I really enjoy. But then there's also like, here's your phone, that kind of thing. But they do it in a fun way where I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, I don't know. What I've played so far, like, I would say the beginning, because of it being a little different, takes. I mean, and most of them do. Usually, it's like takes a little bit to get into the main game of it.
Agreed. On my first day of playing, I was like, this is all right. But as I got into it,
Yeah, and
I've
like when
liked
you
it more and
play,
more and
I
more.
mean, I'm sure we'll get into Heart Gold. You gotta like, you wake up, you gotta, you gotta tell the
Sure.
professor, are you a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
You know
No, I
what
mean,
your
that's
name is.
95% of JRPGs.
And then
That's
you get into,
slow
like,
starts.
All right, here, hey mom,
Yeah.
give me my gear. Let me get my Pokemon. Let me go do this quest, and then come back to you. And now I can capture stuff. You know, like there's like that bit of time. This one feels longer, but it's also, I think, because it's different in setting up what the world and environment is. Because it feels much different than like
Well, there's
what
more
the
complex
normal
systems.
Yeah, it feels much more different than what the normal games are, because they have been the same. So like as you do it more and more, you kind of get into it faster and faster, right? Except for whatever the story is. So I feel like this one
Honestly,
does it pretty well.
I kind of feel the same I'll feel tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the Pokemon Randomizer, in that I don't know what's going to happen next or what I'm going to see next.
You know what I thought was pretty cool is Eric, who'd you pick for your starter?
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil.
Yep.
Have you gone into the professor's little lab area?
Yes, I have.
Because when you go in there after you pick your starter and stuff too, in the professor's lab are 3 locations, and depending on which starter you picked, one location is just empty, and the other 2 are for the Pokemon you didn't pick. So there's like this little bathtubby thing, and Oshawott will be messing around in there. Cyndaquil has like a little kiln fireplace looking place that he chills in, and then Rowlet has like a tree.
Yeah.
So it's their orphanage.
No, kind of. But like, it's just neat to be able to go back to your professor's lab where you're like, oh, he gave me my starter. But here's the other 2 starters I didn't pick, and they have their little homes that they chill in, as opposed to just there they are in their Pokeballs.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah, sure.
so it's kind of neat,
That's cool.
and it varies depending on which one you pick.
Also, you know, some people might not like it as much, but I do like that this game doesn't rely on what all other Pokemons rely on, which is like, well, to do everything, you gotta have a buddy, you gotta have this cable, you gotta try, you know, like you can theoretically capture everything that's in the game as a single player. You know, you don't have to rely on that type of thing.
For sure, they didn't
So-
have like
It's kind of cool.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Arceus Blue and Arceus Red.
Mhm.
It's just Arceus.
No, you can capture everything, or I won't say what it is, but it's a very interesting way they go about a couple things where you're like, well, how does that work? Like, no, they thought of it, they thought it through. So, and that includes like I've straight up seen starters from other gens out there, you know. So it's cool to see that. It's usually something I don't get unless it's Pokemon Yellow or it's a randomizer.
Pokemon Yellow, yeah, you go through like
Yeah.
Ash's journey.
Yeah.
Basically, where like, oh, like, here's the Bulbasaur that needs someone, and
Mhm.
here's the, this guy doesn't want his Squirtle or whatever, and they just kind of go through giving you all of them.
So recommended over Sword and Shield.
For me, 100%.
I'd say probably. As far as like if you're looking for something different, if like I'll talk to Melanie and be like, yeah, it's been the same game for years, and I'm like, I get you. Like
Yeah.
it's just like the Pokemon are different. They add new ones, the move sets,
It's
things
the
like
Dynasty
that.
Warrior of RPGs.
Sure, but like this one here, I'm like, Melanie, you need to start playing this, and I've been back and forth with her because she wasn't sure if she wanted to do it for the other channel or if she wanted to just play it on her own. I was like, just play it on your own then. Just play it.
Yeah.
We can do a challenge run in the future or something if we want to do something different, but just play it to get the feel of it and see what you think. But I definitely think it's different enough that it's one that you should check out and see what you think over Sword and Shield. Sword and
Mhm.
Shield is a lot of the same. I mean, there's definitely new Pokemon. They had the wild area, which was different, and it kind of like, I think, pushed a little bit towards what they did here. But ultimately, you go in, you interact with the Pokemon, you capture it, you make it, beat it.
Yeah.
Then you go, you do gyms, do all that. Same kind of general thing.
All right. I am intrigued, which is not something I can say about Pokemon for a very long time.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hydrate.
No, I just drank.
All right. Well, that all the Pokemon news?
Yeah, I guess so. My channel hasn't hit 500 yet, so I don't have a community tab.
Yeah.
No.
That's my goal. I want to hit 500 to
Gotcha.
have a community tab. So I'll get there soon. I'm over 400.
Yeah.
Like 410 or something.
Well, that's all well and good, but if you really are desperate to subscribe to someone, this is the year to subscribe to Blind Wave.
Yeah.
You have to choose one.
No, as many people saw in our Book of Boba Fett reaction, we have officially started the campaign. 2022 is going to be the year of 1 million Wave Riders, 1 million subscribers. All right, we have 300,000 subs to get there.
Yeah, true.
And we've been doing it for 6 years, and we have 700,000. Can we do it? But the thing is like we personally have never done a campaign with subscribers. We kind of, hey, if you stick around, and there's usually something for everybody, we put it at the end of the video, which if you look at our analytics, 9% of people watched our end of our videos. you
Sure.
know, they usually have watched the reaction and then don't want to watch the discussion. But now we're really trying to do a good, honest push and get 1 million by the end of the year.
Yeah, would be cool. We'll
Yep.
see what happens there. I wish 2020 would have been crazy. That'd been a really fun year to hit, like,
Would've been.
made a campaign and push for 1 million or something because
Yep.
of it being 2020
Yeah.
and Blind Wave.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, I think that would have been fun. But now we're in 2022.
Yesterday we
we'll
missed
do-
it. 2-2-2-0-2-2.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Two.
Well, we'll just wait until 3 weeks from now at 2-2-2-2-2.
There you go.
There was was it last year at some point? There was a date we had that we won't have again for like over 100 years. Like a type of like one of those things where it's like, 2-2-2-2-0-2-2, you know? But it was like the same number forward and backwards maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
Because of it
maybe.
being like maybe it was December something. I don't know what it was. But I feel like it was
Yeah,
like
I remember
12
something
versus
like that.
21. I think it was 12-02 2021 was the same forward and backwards, and we won't have that
It
again
was like
for
December 2nd or
a
something
long
like
a
that.
long time or something along those lines. I forget. But it's always fun to see those. But no, I'm excited to push for 1 million subs. We still don't quite have the here's if we're doing whatever. I know we
That's
talked
what
about
we need
it.
to lock down.
I know we talked about it a little bit before. We never
What
really
are our goals?
We had some terrible ideas. that
Well,
I'm
very much
sorry, we
against.
not
have a goal.
goals.
What are the consequences?
the consequences. Yeah,
Consequences.
how do we get
You
punished?
mean rewards?
Yes.
How do the viewers get rewarded?
A consequence can be good.
It's a positive consequence.
So, I don't know. We will see.
We will see. You are liking Arceus, and I am loving Final Fantasy Crisis Core. I bought it way back when, and it got amazing reviews. But it's like some games are good at the time, but
Mhm.
don't hold up well. you know, and this was a PSP game. Like, how good's it gonna look? What's it gonna play like? Considering it's for like a mobile, portable platform and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have been blown away. It's better than I expected.
Good.
I love it as much, if not more, than the remake so
Yep.
far. Yeah, it's just great. I love Zach as a character.
He's like
one of my favorites of all time.
He's like
already
the pre-Cloud, right?
I don't want to talk too much about this
Gotcha.
story,
Okay, I understand.
but he does have a relationship with Cloud.
I just, I've existed around people that like Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
so I've absorbed small, tiny bits there. And when you said them, like, I think I know that.
Yeah, he's got big sword, big
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah,
but his personality is polar opposite of Cloud.
gotcha.
He is a very excitable puppy who loves doing squats at all times, which is just fantastic. And the story has been really good so far. The voice acting, considering at the time, I think Final Fantasy X had come out, so Final Fantasy had been voice acted. But that was the first time you had voice acting in Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So like to have that, as much voice acting as it has in a portable system, just blows my mind. And the music is some of the best Final Fantasy music I've ever heard. And it's not just all songs or remixes from 7 either. Like some of it's original stuff.
That's good.
I'm not 100% sold on the combat system so far. It's kind of a mix between 7 and the remake, where you're like moving around the world and you're hitting X to attack things, and then you have to be next to the thing to hit it, you know? But it also has a weird slot roulette machine that's happening while you're doing things, and that will randomly hit, and that determines if you level up.
If you level,
Yeah, and it also determines like certain effects, where like, well, now you have infinite MP for so many seconds. Like,
Gotcha.
okay, spam. But I know how to get it to roll more, but I don't know if there is a way to actually like manipulate what it rolls, if that makes sense.
sure.
Gotcha.
So
To like increase your chances.
yeah,
Like a speedrunner's technique to get the thing you want.
I would imagine it's a terrible speedrun game from
Really?
what I've seen so far. Well, yeah, because like levels are just random, you know?
Sure.
Like sometimes they'll happen, sometimes they don't. And when they do, it's great. But
Random.
I seem to have no influence over that, at least as far as I'm
efficient.
aware.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really different. And I don't hate it. It's fun. That's the main reason I played it on normal instead of hard. Was people said you can really get screwed by the randomness, so it's better to save hard for New Game Plus. But
Sure.
yeah, very excited. One stream down. I'll probably have another 3 or 4 to go.
Okay.
On Saturdays at 2.
2. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be playing Arceus.
Yeah.
If Eric's got 30 hours in it already,
Have you
I've got 4.
You been doing any grinding outside, or is everything on stream?
I haven't done anything except for play Monday so far. I did say during the stream, I was like, maybe in the future we'll talk about if there's something I should do like off screen or anything, but there's a lot of like, I can just follow the main story.
I'm sure I
but-
could be done with the main story, but I get sidetracked, and I do a lot of like, just like normal Pokemon games. You want to fill out your Pokédex, but this Pokédex isn't just about catching every single one. It's actually like you feel like you're truly training.
That's
with
one
them.
thing that's interesting that they did because
Yeah.
of the lack of knowledge of Pokemon and whatnot.
Mhm.
Like, you know how the Pokedex, when you meet a Pokemon, it just tells you that Pokemon and information on that Pokemon?
Yeah.
It's like, well, we don't have that yet.
Yeah,
So
we're
it's like-
building the first Pokédex.
So it's like we got to do more
Yeah.
to actually get the first Pokedex
That's fun.
figured
Mhm.
out. So there's a lot more of like, for the Pokedex rather than just catching one.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
like, well, capture multiples or defeat multiples or see this Pokemon use this specific move,
Yep.
10 times.
Yeah.
So like you're
or catch large versions. Catch, you can like a couple of them are like catch a small, catch a large, and then in your Pokédex you will have like what are the average heights of Pokemon because you're the one that's creating that.
Yeah.
So
Or
it's
you-
interesting that it's like,
I use their weakness on them.
yeah, like there's just different things like, and sometimes too, it's not necessarily you, like especially like the move one, like my Rowlet can use the move and I'm witnessing it as opposed to having to see a wild Pokemon use it.
Mhm.
So there's just some different things where it's like more to filling out the Pokedex than just seeing or capturing one of those Pokemon.
Sure.
So I kind of like that.
Sounds a little like Persona.
Maybe you like
cool.
Persona.
I do. You like Persona?
I've never played Persona, so I can't really put much into that one.
And then there's just, there's a new crafting system put in place, so you always feel like there's, it's not about just going and, Also, another crazy thing is, like, trainer battles aren't really that important, because not everybody's carrying around Pokemon and Pokeballs. It's really, like, the tribe that you're a part of is the ones that have created the idea of a Pokeball, which is interesting. So I always thought that, with these being digital monsters, the Pokeball was the thing that would make the Pokemon shrink down. But, and here it's, no, all Pokemon had this ability to shrink down to incredibly small size, and a Pokeball can have them in it, and they're comfortable in there. Like, that kind of, like, changes how I thought about Pokemon.
Sure.
That's
cool.
And obviously, it's just well thought out. Like, there's no computer, so you can't go to your PC. So in your camp, there's an NPC that you can talk to trade your Pokemon around, and you can actually, like, they're just in a fucking field. They're not in a computer, which I love so much more.
Yeah.
Like, this world went to shit with its innovation by just putting Pokemon in computers.
The Industrial Revolution really screwed over
Well,
Pokemon.
maybe.
Exactly.
Maybe you just shrink them and you put them in a pasture in this digital PC.
Maybe it's a paradise in there. They're in the Pokemon Matrix. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're just like,
I
They're
hope
like,
so.
no, where am I going? And they
Yeah.
get shoved in a Pokeball. Like, damn it. So, Calvin, how you doing? How's your week?
Yeah, what's your Pokemon stuff?
Yeah, what Pokemon stuff you done?
No Pokemon.
Did you
stuff.
check out
Damn it, Cal.
Pokemality? That was a good. That you could have done that.
I did actually check it out. I subscribed. I subscribed at $2.96.
Oh,
I could have waited for
You didn't-
$300.
thought you were waiting for the what was it, 42069 or something?
Yeah, I was waiting for 42,690 or 42,069, whatever. But
No.
Yeah.
I was just. But how was your week?
otherwise, it was good. My stream was a lot of fun. I feel as though I'm getting towards the end of the game, so I want to slow down and do more of the side missions and stuff because I'm really, really, really enjoying the open world aspect of Halo. I didn't think that it would do well. Like, I'm so accustomed to it being like, yeah, just push through, keep killing guys until the cutscenes, and then go on to the next mission and you kill guys until the cutscene, stuff like that. But I'm really enjoying, like, I see a mountain over there with a building. I want to go to that building and kill the guys that are guarding it, and I can just do that.
It's like
Nice.
okay.
It's like Just Cause for Halo.
Yeah.
You got a grappling hook, you got a bunch of vehicles and weapons and stuff that you can do, and a lot of fun.
Interesting. It sounds very different from what I played of Halo 1.
Yes, it is very different.
Man.
That's funny. I have to try it at some point. I want to get through the rest of the games. I haven't done it yet, but I will
Yeah.
at some point.
I happened to get a notification on my phone, and I just quickly looked at it, and someone has commented on our Book of Boba Fett reaction, and it's from Jennifer H-E-E. I'm putting Jennifer on blast. Jennifer says, "You'll never hit 1 million subs, but yeah, good luck." Like, I want to do it despite Jennifer.
We'll never hit it?
That's what Jennifer says.
Just
You'll
never.
You'll
Or
never
Jennifer.
hit 1 million subs.
All right.
So I want Jennifer to hear this challenge. We've accepted this, and we will do it.
All right.
Of course, she kind of moved the goalposts by saying never.
Yeah, she has so little faith in us that not only will we not hit it this year,
Like, we hit it at
but
any point,
never.
right?
Never.
Yeah. Like,
Never.
oh, we didn't get it in 2022. We got it in
Yeah.
2023.
I respect her doubling down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like, she's like, you will lose more than
We
you
Although-
gain.
average between
Oh,
8 and 12,000
Well,
subs a month, but
It's much more motivating to have, like,
it is.
people
We got
against you.
To
right?
overcome.
Yeah.
You have something
You
to
gotta
push
have-
against.
Exactly.
If we had open air, then we would just mosey on through. But
Right.
we have someone to confront,
Man, I don't want to.
prove wrong.
I don't want to mosey.
I don't want to mosey either.
You need both. You need naysayers and encouragers.
Like, I need to
Yes.
hit it, and then I need Jennifer to edit this comment and say I was wrong.
Exactly.
You should just hit the little heart button
Yeah.
on that comment
Yes.
and pin it.
And guys, I say that completely in jest. There will be no going over and harassing Jennifer on the YouTube
No, don't do
comments.
that.
If
Don't do
I
that.
see it happen, I will shadow ban you.
If you want to do anything
Yeah.
for Jennifer, subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Help
Subscribe.
us prove her wrong.
That's how you get her, by succeeding.
That's funny. Oh, this week, I got me and Melanie when we were doing Pokemon card stuff.
Mhm.
We got, I guess, our first like rainbow secret rare card. Like we've never had a rainbow card before, and like they're on the ultra rare side
Yeah.
of things because nowadays Pokemon cards have sets and they have secret cards. So like if 100
Okay.
cards are in a set, right?
Yep.
So like say the original cards, right?
Sure.
So like the base 2 sets had like 130 cards in them. There are some cards that you remember at the bottom it would say like 5/130.
Yeah.
Well, there's some cards that will say 131/130 because
Oh,
they're
they pulled a Castlevania.
they're secret cards that go past the set,
Oh.
and there might be 1 or 10 of them.
see.
The Team Rocket set actually had one that was a Dark Raichu,
Hmm.
where like all the rest of them are in its initial like 83 cards, but Dark Raichu was like number 84. Or I might be close. I might be a little off, but it was like one of the first secret rares that I remember. But we pulled one of them, and it was a rainbow card, and I was like, this is our first one. We did get a secret card before. That was like a golden trainer card. And I was like, oh, it's cool. It's our first of this, but this is our first rainbow card, and it was like hollow and pretty and crazy looking. I was like,
Cool.
oh, neat.
Awesome.
So it was cool to pull
Are
that.
they all hollow?
I think most of the secret rare ones are
Yeah.
hollow or full art or something along those lines. So they're all usually like a holographic kind of style.
That's great.
There might be trainer cards where it's a full art trainer card instead of like the little square with the stuff underneath it. It'd be like all of it will be art and there'll still be information below it, but it's just a lot more of an art.
How many sets have they been doing that?
I don't know. A while has
It's
had
been
some
a
secret
while.
ones. Like I said, Team Rocket from the original series of cards had a secret Dark Raichu card. I don't think base set 2 or base set or any of those did, but
You know, as a collector myself, that a lot of the lines of Star Wars toys that I collect have numbers in them. And I'm obsessed with putting them in the correct order.
yeah.
You know, showing them. I don't know how I would feel about there's secret numbers now. You know, like I like 1 through 16. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 16. But then if there's like a secret 17, 18, I'm gonna be paranoid
Yeah.
that these ones there's not a secret 19.
Well, like the
Ridiculous.
celebration set
Yeah.
has like 25 cards in it.
Yeah.
And you'll see in the bottom of them, it'd be like 1 out of 25, 2 out
Yeah.
of 25. But then they have like 25 secret cards.
So there's 50.
There are. And those cards don't say like 26 out of 25. They're like remakes of like the Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard card of like the base set.
Yeah.
So they have their numbers from the base set. So you don't even have the
Oh.
numbers of how many secret cards there are. You just have like, oh, well, here are the remake secret cards that are there. So they have like
Then
those.
when
and
I'm
the-
doing my
This whole
archiving, I'd
system
have to
sounds
have a
fucked.
fucking. All right, put my own sticker on. 1 out of 50. 2 out of 50.
So, but I was excited to get a secret card because those,
Sure.
besides getting like the rare
Yeah.
V Max, like the new ones, the rainbow ones are even more rare. So it was like, ah, sweet. It wasn't like a $50 card or something crazy. It was just cool to get one of those secret cards.
Yeah. That's cool. For best things of the week, I did have a couple things. I hit 10 pull-ups for the first time.
10 pull-ups.
Good.
That was
That's 10 more than I've ever done.
that's been a goal for a while. 8
And
months ago, I
ever?
could do 0. So I haven't really been training to do them. It's just sort of a consequence of losing weight and getting stronger overall. But I was pretty happy about that. That was like one of the goalposts that I had in my head.
Sure.
That's
And-
really good.
Good. And then, related, not related, I got to cosplay as Geralt this past week,
Yes, you did.
which was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should check out Instagram.
Yes, you should. That was fun. When I was told what was happening, I was like, hey, give me that photo and I'll play around with it. And I just had so much fun in After Effects, not even in Photoshop, because I use After Effects, playing around and with that image. So that was a lot of fun. Go check it out at Instagram.
It was a fun day.
Now, my deadlift is, it's at 235 now, and the way I've always done deadlift, it doesn't require slamming the weights, but it is loud and it is forceful, and I keep thinking like right under that, right over that creek that goes through the building.
Well, in 2 rooms from you, like you can see out of the
You
building
can.
because of the condition of the floor.
Yes. So I keep thinking like maybe my deadlift shouldn't go up much more. Or I should do something else. I don't know.
I did.
Like it hits and the whole building, the whole floor kind of shakes. And I go, maybe I shouldn't do this, but I only gotta do 4 more, so let's do it real quick and I'm done.
That's
See, I
great.
would be more worried. Like, the weights are on a rack,
Yeah.
and they're fairly distributed as far as the weight is.
Sure.
But when you pick up that bar,
Mm-hmm.
all of it goes to
My feet.
2 little
Yep.
contact patches on the bottom of your feet. I'd just be worried about going through the floor. Not about the floor collapsing when I drop the weight.
So anyway, we'll see. But if you guys just walk in one day and there's a hole in the floor and you can't find me, I'm in the Ohio River.
And I did use your breathing advice. I tried squats and deadlifts yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I stopped doing them because I would almost black out when I did them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was much improved,
Okay.
but it's still
Still happening a bit.
it's still a little iffy.
Were you not breathing or holding your breath or breathing too much or?
I think I just would breathe the whole way.
Oh,
So he said like pretend like you're going under the water.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretend like there's water at your chest, and as you go down to squat, you go.
sure.
You know.
Like the idea is like you want to breathe in and then keep everything like
Yeah.
stiff, and then
Yeah.
do it, and then come back up, and then take your breath, and then go back down again. But you don't want to let it all out while you're going down or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
not supposed to be letting it out when you go back up. Like when you would do like karate and things like that, it'd be like when you're doing the force, breathe out and it helps you to push
Yeah.
and stuff. But if you can't make it up and you're pushing out all your air, then you run out of air and then you might go unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to like breathe in, keep it nice and like stiff, like tighten your muscle in your core, and then like squat. Kind of the same with deadlift too.
So it was better. I think now it just might be a question of blood sugar, maybe.
Maybe I remember you having that issue before, and I thought it was blood sugar.
Yeah,
Like-
and
like
they say
a year or two ago.
like if you're shaking while doing it, that could be an indicator that your blood sugar is too low.
Sure.
So that could be my next problem to
Just-
overcome.
One thing that can help with it is just make sure, especially while you're getting the form and all that done, make sure you don't go too high with weight, and just make sure your muscles are understanding what they're doing, and that you're got good form with everything, and then the weight will come as you just do it more.
Yeah, I only did 90 pounds, I think.
Yeah, we should do that because not everybody has Instagram. Let's actually show the cosplay of the
Hydrate.
week. I think that we should do that.
Because after you see this picture, you're going to be thirsty.
Very thirsty.
Ah, look at that. There
Let
it
me
is.
get the hydrate ready.
So yeah, in Mailbag, we got this awesome statue of Geralt in the bath,
Which
from the games,
Yep.
it's from the show.
Yep.
It's an incredible statue.
we've already used it too much.
We've used it not
True.
enough.
Yeah, we take it to every room that we're in.
So here you're pondering. What happens next? And now you have ascended.
Yes,
Yes, you have ascended to the bathtub
indeed.
with Geralt. And it's slightly out of focus, though. Garrett's in focus, but Rick is out of focus.
True. It was a very relaxing day.
So then, ascension once more. And there we are.
It's hard to see if Jake can like zoom in on the face, but Eric went in and did my eyes. He did my hair.
Yeah, he's got yellow eyes. He's got white-ish hair. Your hair is so dark, it's hard to
Yeah.
truly get enough highlights out of your hair. But I've graded up a bit.
Give me a few more years.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun edit.
It'll
and
get
then I
there.
just
I
grabbed
hope
him.
your beard grays like that. It's going to be sick.
Yeah,
It
that'd be
should.
Nice
great.
and even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look a lot like my grandfather, and he went completely silver.
Yeah?
So I'm hoping.
At what
That's-
point though?
That's what you want to do.
You know, in
uh,
his 40s, in his 60s.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't one of the ones that I was like around.
Gotcha.
No. But
The law of
but I've seen
surprise.
pictures. But yeah, that was a silly day.
Yeah, that was a silly day. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I had to, probably the dream of many people, I had to roto Rick's feet and feather it out.
Finale of The Witcher reaction
Yes,
on YouTube.
up today
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
The last one, so go check it out. But no, it's rare these days. I used to be in Photoshop and After Effects and Premiere every single day for far too long. But now it's rare, so being able to have the
now
chance
it's
to
almost
actually
a
do
treat.
it. Oh yeah, it's definitely a treat, which it always should be.
Yeah.
I should do it enough where I can still stay up to date with all of the new, because there's so much new stuff. Even in the last 2 years,
New tools and brushes.
the
and
tools
stuff.
are more innovative and advanced than the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to do more stuff like that as we get that type of thing out. And hopefully more of those type of things when we hit 1 million subscribers this year.
This year.
1 million subscribers. What a day that will be.
Indeed.
All right. Dang, man, I had things I wanted to say at one point. I never wrote them down. Now I forget what they were.
Can't remember what your things
Remember
are?
yesterday I said, I should talk about that tomorrow.
Damn.
I don't.
We could talk about,
Forget
I
what it
mean,
was.
Sorry,
there's-
Aaron.
I don't know about best things of the week, but there's a news item that happened. We could talk
News
about.
item.
Yeah, about Sony purchasing Bungie.
Interesting.
That happened this week, right? Not last week?
We talked
No,
about
last week we talked about
Microsoft
Microsoft.
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
Blizzard.
sure. But yeah, it's just such a strange thing that the company that built Microsoft Gaming, now owned by Sony. Halo obviously isn't their game anymore, but what are they doing now? Destiny, I think, is the big one.
Yeah. Well, man,
Hey, look it up.
Destiny was through BattleNet at a time.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Bungie developed it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
I
crazy.
think you're right. I don't know who has that then right now. It must
Just
be
Destiny
Bungie, right?
now. It says big.
Developed by Bungie and published by Activision.
Interesting.
So I don't know where the rights for that necessarily would go.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird situation.
So if like the publishing rights goes to Activision and then Microsoft has that,
Yeah.
Bungie might not be able to make those anymore, but they might be able to make something similar.
Huh.
Or it might go to Sony.
But they do own the IP still. So I guess Sony could publish it now, right?
Yeah, if they still own the IP, then yeah, Sony would probably publish it. I imagine. I don't know. There's been so many times when like there's a game that's developed and like the developers go this way and the publishers go this way or
Sure.
something, and then it's like, well, now we can't make that title, but we can make like I think Demon Souls said something like that. And that's how Dark Souls came to be.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't a sequel to Demon Souls. It was like another one, but it was different from. I don't know. There's all
Well,
kinds
yeah,
of stuff like that.
you had all the Banjo-Kazooie people leave Rare to make ukulele.
Yeah, which I really want to play. It's supposed to be ukulele is supposed to be free on Epic Games soon. It's not
Really?
already. Yeah,
Okay.
they
cool.
just had. If it hasn't ended yet, Deus.
Damon
X-
X Machina.
Damon Ex Machina
Yes.
was free on Epic Games or still is.
Which I
and then
grabbed.
the next one is ukulele.
Okay, cool.
So like
There's a 2D ukulele as well.
a 2D one.
I haven't played either, but they've both been on my list for a while.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, interesting. I think that's mainly all they have then. So it must be Destiny. I can't imagine them taking Bungie and not getting Destiny then.
Yeah.
If that's all they have right now.
Sure.
So I would imagine we're going to be seeing Sony publishing Destiny games in the future.
Yeah.
Probably so.
I did see this other news I actually heard on the radio first and was wanting to talk about it because there was a 40-person brawl that happened, and it happened at a location, right? And like
Yep.
if I said like, hey, there was this business and a 40-person brawl happened, like where would you think that would be?
I'll take Black Friday.
Black Friday,
Yeah, of like a Walmart or
Like
something.
Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Flea market.
I would have thought like a bar, you know,
Yeah.
A
like
bar.
a lot of times bars have fights and stuff like
Cheesecake
that.
Factory.
Sure.
The 40-person brawl happened
Church.
in Pennsylvania after a fight broke out at Golden Corral over steak.
Over steak?
No, I believe it.
I believe it.
it too.
I was like, what?
Pennsylvanians don't have anything else to fight over.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's the Pennsylvania Dutch, the Amish. They get that. They want their steak.
They want their steak. Now, supposedly they were short on steak and they ran out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And someone supposedly like
Like
maybe
who bought that steak? I
cut in
did.
front of someone else or something. There's a social media video
Mhm.
on today.com. They have the social media videos depict the chaos of the scene at the time, and most individuals were gone upon police arrival, says Sergeant Glenn.
Scatter.
Thankfully, there were no serious injuries resulting from the fight that we are aware of. Only a few minor injuries were sustained.
Huh.
But there is a video of the brawl,
Oh.
and maybe we can show it here in a second.
Holy
but
shit.
in the brawl, they are picking up like children.
Like booster seats.
Yeah, not just booster seats, but like
Oh,
the
okay.
high chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they are hitting people with these high chairs and stuff, and it's ridiculous.
For steak.
Because they
Our
ran
local
out of
Golden
steak.
Corral shut down. I don't know if you
Did?
know this.
It
It's been
did?
shut down for like a year and a half. And they're selling the building. It's gone. It's
Dang.
gone. I would never go back
Speaking
until
of.
until, 50 world leaders came out and said COVID's done, but still, it's gone.
Yeah.
Did you get your hero, Aaron?
My hero.
Your gyro?
Oh, the Reuben.
The Reuben.
Did
Damn
you,
it.
Did you get the Reuben?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I did too.
I didn't get to
Didn't
go
get the
Monday
Reuben.
because I was gonna go after to get it before stream, but they closed at 3. And then Tuesday we had the lunch, and then yesterday I just didn't think about it. I don't know. And then today's
I failed you.
now today's the last day,
I should have reminded you yesterday.
and they're closed as of 50 minutes ago.
Damn it.
So I just have to get it from Arby's.
So that's because Third Street Deli shut down, right?
Yeah, Third Street Deli was shutting down, and I
Mhm.
was gonna try to get a Reuben from them before they
Damn.
shut down, but sadly will not be able to. But
That is a shame.
um,
Yeah, Wild Brawl. Interesting. I learned a hockey fact. I used to watch hockey a little bit. I don't watch it anymore. But apparently there's a rule where, so if you fight, that's like one level of penalty, right?
Yeah.
sure.
If you remove your own helmet during the fight,
Mm-hmm.
that is a much more severe level of penalty.
If you take your helmet off,
If you take your own helmet off,
What
but
if
if
the
you
other
take
guy-
the other guy's helmet off, no extra penalty.
well, that seems backwards, doesn't it?
I think so too.
Like, hey, I'm getting into this fight now.
I mean, the
But-
fight in hockey culture is not necessarily looked down upon. It's
No,
it's
yeah.
considered part of the game, and they don't want to give you, they don't want the rules to make it too bad. That's just how the game is played.
Well, but I feel like there's going to be a lot less fights if you're not allowed to take off a helmet. Because, like, if I'm punching you in the helmet,
Yeah.
that hurts me way more than it hurts you.
Sure.
So, like, if you want to encourage fights, you want them to be able to take off their helmets before they go.
Sure.
Like, I feel like that's just honorable if you're going to do it.
It's Canada. It's already honorable.
They have knives on their feet.
I don't know why I say it's only about Canada. They have knives on their feet.
And they're all carrying a club.
Yeah.
No, I
Happy
get
Gilmore
you.
took off his skates and tried to stab someone.
I might
Yeah.
not have the rule exactly right, but that's a video I watched about a hockey fight was
Yeah.
explaining that. I was like, that sounds
Huh.
crazy.
I mean, they do have hockey gloves,
They
right?
do.
Whenever they're doing
Sure.
it. So
And that's the first thing they take off when they
Well,
start
yeah.
a fight, because
Yeah.
so they can grab the other guy's jersey.
Yeah, normally, like, the gloves would come off, the helmet would come off, and bam, start. And they have to hold on to each other while they're punching each other because they're on
Mhm.
skates. And
Yeah.
like, you'll fall over.
Yep.
They surprisingly have really great balance when they're being yanked around and yanking another full-size man around as well.
Yeah, I don't even have that good balance just going on my own.
No, yeah.
I've actually never gone ice skating, so I don't know. I imagine it would be bad.
Just
I've-
on roller skates.
I've
would
only
be
gone
bad.
roller
You've never
skating.
ice skated.
I've
huh?
gone roller skating. I feel like I'm okay roller
Where's the
skating.
closest ice
But I've
rink?
never
Is it
gone ice
Athens?
skating.
Cannot roller skate.
There
I
is
like
one
roller
in
skating.
Athens.
There's one in Athens. We should go ice skating.
I can
As
do.
a-
do
as
like
a company.
Yeah.
A blind
yeah.
wave vlog.
I personally, I don't know
Two-item
about anybody in the
menu,
chat,
man. Just order.
but I think it's easier to ice skate than it is to roller skate or roller blade.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was offering
I don't
both.
know. Is that a thing?
The ice skating is
I
easier.
personally think it's easier to ice skate than it is to
I mean, I'm sure it's a
rollerblade.
thing for people,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I always thought roller skating was easier
Are
than
you
like
not people?
skating. Well, I'm sure like for some people, I don't know which people, but like I don't know, like roller skates come up over your ankles, and it helps keep like your legs and stuff straight.
Sure.
Whereas,
Rollerblades
like-
definitely stabilize your ankle.
Yeah,
more.
roller skates are just they're like that leather, and like it bends and fluctuates more, and I feel like it's just like I don't know. Ice skates I felt like are more like what roller skates
Sure.
are, not what roller blades are. So I always thought like, man, taking the roller blade idea, but not having the ankle as firm worries me. I don't know how well I did.
Yeah. I've also only ever ice skated twice, so I don't have like all the answers, obviously.
From what I know about ice skating, you have to tie the boots very tightly.
Well, yeah, sure.
Is Calvin gonna have to film? Can he be trusted on the ice?
I don't know. We can't trust him on the ground.
I'm
we want
not
to
gonna
thank.
do triple axle turns or anything like that. I'm just gonna skate.
I want to get better at skating and do like I know some people they'll just go backwards and do all the kinds of
Yeah,
crazy
sure.
stuff. I'm like I just go in circles, you know, like.
Absolutely want to thank Atoya Was for the treat stream.
Thank you,
Atoya
Atoya
Was.
Was.
Cheers, Atoyawas.
It is appreciated.
And Jake for serving.
Yeah, and for offering a menu.
Yeah, that was nice.
I just accepted both. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like Jake was kind enough to write both of the options for pizza down on a Post-it note, and he showed it to me, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah!" And I just pointed at the open pizza box that I wanted instead of pointing at the menu. Then he went over to Aaron, and he showed him the Post-it note, and Aaron was like, "Ooh, yeah, that looks good."
Yes.
Without picking one or the other.
I just
He
said yes.
Yes. I was like, "Which one?" So neither of us gave Jake a complete answer, but both somehow still received pizza.
This is lovely. We also had a lovely Lunar New Year lunch
did.
as well.
Yeah, we did.
That was,
That was
awesome.
really good. And I had leftovers for lunch today.
Nice.
They were
So
good.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Year of
Yes.
the Tiger.
Year of the Tiger. And the year of 1 million subs.
The Tigers are a local sports team
Yep.
mascot.
Marietta Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
I
you count
drive by that bush that it spells tigers every day.
That's true.
Tiger
Indeed.
Bush.
There
Tiger
is.
bush.
Are there tigers in it?
I've never gotten
Well,
close enough to
technically,
check.
yes, there's tiger in it. They are arranged to spell tigers on the hillside.
But anyway, yeah. Buffet, fight, steak. I mean, I don't.
Right. Right.
I know that the fight is. I know that buffets are yummy and I've enjoyed them before, but I don't know if because steak was gone, I'd be beating up people.
Well, I mean, you're hungry,
yeah.
right? We have to assume that.
Just go to the dessert
Definitely.
table.
Well, I mean, it's Golden Corral. There's a lot of options. I personally am a fan of, like, different styles of plates. Like, if there's no steak available, I'm still going to be good. I still got options. So, right, Golden Corral has that great roast beef.
Oh yeah, it does.
You can pair that with mashed potatoes and some corn.
yeah.
Man,
Did this Golden Corral serve alcohol?
Do
Okay.
any of them?
I don't know. I mean, I
don't.
don't think that's. I don't know.
Yep.
Applebee's does.
Applebee's does. Yeah.
I think
it
the
has a
default is
bar.
no,
The default would, yeah, probably be.
and I don't see them specifying that people were drunk doing this.
I've only ever been to one, so my scope is small.
I've been to like two,
My
maybe
sample size.
3, and I don't think they served alcohol. Not that I was any age that I would be interested in alcohol anyway.
I've actually never seen this Brawl video before, and it's crazy.
I've never been around like a large fight.
A large fight.
Yeah, like I've been around like 2 people fighting
Mhm.
before, but never like 40 people or a bar brawl.
does it count? The Fort Fry Waterford games were always very dirty, very
Physical.
very physical. It was literally our 2 high schools were, I'm not kidding, separated by a river. That's it. Like literally, I could see Waterford from our football. So
Yeah.
they're very, very close. And there were 2 instances in my 4 years, because I played varsity all 4 years of high school. 2 Waterford games where we cleared the benches and had an all-out brawl. But we were extremely padded,
Yeah.
and you have helmets, so the fear isn't quite there.
Sure. Now on your side, did you guys crack your eggs from the bottom or the top?
I always go from the bottom.
It's a
What?
literary reference. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, what eggs? Talking about? I don't think I've ever been around like a big fight or anything.
I don't think so. I
I've
wonder.
been around a fight where like there was like 3 people fighting, and then like 2 other people ran in to try and stop it.
Okay.
But that wasn't very big, and they were very ineffective. They were like
Most fights are.
they were falling over drunk. The one guy like one of the two that were fighting against the other guy, he just fell over on his own and knocked himself out.
Yeah.
Can't
I
think
feel
of
like
anything
I've
else.
watched too many fight videos to ever engage in fights like that. I'd just run. Or I'd be like, everybody, let's move to the grass.
How about we don't do this?
I mean, you can die just by falling from standing position.
True.
I've unfortunately seen videos of it, and it terrifies me.
The closest I remember was also, though, just a small fight, but it was at a bar, and two guys started fighting, and everyone kind of circled a bit, and where it was is they were fighting, like, there were booths, and they were fighting next to, like, all these booths, and me and the other guy that was there, it was, like, us, and then a few girls, and we, like, stood in between the girls and the fight,
Yeah.
just being like, all right, we're going to go here. I don't want to actually engage in that, but I want to keep them from getting hit or attacked or whatever. So
Collateral damage.
yeah,
Sure.
so that was probably the closest to like
Sounds
that
sexist.
could have turned into more of a brawl kind of thing. Sounds sexist. I just didn't want like Melanie to get hit or something like that. And I don't know if the rest of them could fight or wanted to get punched in the
She
face.
should want you not to get
They were
hit.
just there to drink and have fun.
Mm.
They didn't want to get in a fight. I don't think. I didn't want to get in a fight either. So I don't know.
trying to think. I'm not sure if I've ever been drunk in like a public place before.
Might be good.
Maybe.
Yeah, man. You
I've
throw
seen some of
chairs.
your
I know
drunk
you
in
throw
private
chairs.
places before, Rick. Like, I'll take all of Marietta with my hand behind my back. It might not. Could be rough. But anyway, I thought it was funny because we always talk about Golden Corral.
Yeah.
We've had Golden Corral at Wave Cons and stuff in the past.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, I would not have thought a 40-person brawl was going to be because of a steak. And so in this video, you can hear someone being like, I just wanted steak. And they're just like,
It's
hitting
hilarious.
people.
Well, the terrifying thing is, you have to assume that there are steak knives available.
Yep.
At the very least.
There's a
Yeah.
big like steel cup of them
Yeah.
right next to the steaks.
So like things could have gotten very nasty.
Well,
Yeah.
when Aaron started, he was like, yeah, they were like throwing child, and I was like, what? They're throwing their children as weapons?
High seats, the high chairs.
seats, oh, okay.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, man, I've seen a video where this lady, she's getting in this fight with another lady, and she, on a leash, swings her dog as a weapon, and I've never wanted to punch someone more. Oh, so mad.
Don't play Final Fantasy 8.
I'll
Sure.
punch the screen.
Does she
Ah!
does she grab it and start winding it up like a rope dart?
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty much.
So she like, the goal was to toss the dog as the weapon, or did she use it as like a club?
It was like a club,
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
and it broke me as a man.
It's not
man,
great.
I was real mad.
How did the dog feel? Was he like, I'm doing my duty?
He's probably just thinking, why is the person I love doing this? It must be right. That's what makes me mad. That dog is loyal as fuck. You know? I'm mad now. I don't want to eat my pizza. No. I'm
Wow.
ready.
You eat that pizza.
You eat that
That's not the case.
But yeah, I don't know.
What's her
Just
name,
was-
Jennifer?
Oh, it's funny.
Thank
Nice
you,
one,
Rod,
Rod.
of parts.
Mm. Hey, we
What
had
else?
another awesome part of the week, too.
What was the other part?
The other part was...
Besides the fight with no stakes.
Besides that was on Instagram, Bryce Dallas Howard, who is Ron Howard's daughter, but most notably for us, the director of some great episodes of television, including last week's episode of The Book of Boba Fett. Really appreciative of what she did. She both shouted out to reactors, talking about how when she was a kid, she would go, you know, with her father to theaters and experience audiences experiencing these things, and how reaction videos can kind of be that. And went above and beyond by actually tagging and screenshotting some really great reactors, including us, and it was just a really, really cool moment.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Our numbers went up on
Yeah.
Instagram because of it, so really appreciative. And it's always cool to think about that being the case. Like, I know for a fact that people that work in the industry have watched our videos.
Sure.
But I think we'd be surprised about exactly how many and who have done so as well. But it's really cool. Bryce Dallas Howard, she has so many great stories, being kind of that like Hollywood royalty by who her father is. But like she talks about going with Ron Howard and having dinner with George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Akira Kurosawa, and like falling asleep in her dad's lap listening to them talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Wow.
Jesus, no wonder she's so good. She
Yeah.
just was raised
She
by
was
that.
steeped in
Sure.
it.
So
It's crazy.
it's really crazy.
And I can imagine, like, especially back in the day, of being able to, like, you make a movie. Okay, well, let's go to a movie theater on opening night.
Yeah.
And see, like, what are people saying? Like,
Mhm.
standing at the top of the theater and hearing what people are, like,
Yeah.
reacting to, laughing, booing, cheering, whatever. And then standing outside and listening to people come out and what they're saying and stuff, just
Yeah.
to, because, like, you didn't have the internet. Like, how's you going to get that?
Yeah.
Just critic reviews? You can't trust those people.
True.
Like it's evident on that when you look at like critic reviews versus like audience scores on like Rotten Tomatoes and things like that, where you're like, look at this 40% versus 90% from audience.
Sure.
Like the audience
Yeah.
enjoyed and loved this, even if the critics are being like, there's nothing new about this. Like, well, sure, but it's about the fun and the time they had, and did they enjoy what they were watching or did they not enjoy what they were watching? It doesn't always have to be about like, is it a brand new story I've never seen before, and is it, are they new characters or old characters or whatever? Sometimes it's just like, was it good? Sometimes
Or
it's not.
was it really bad?
Yeah, I suppose, Rick. That's what you seem to go for, is the really bad ones.
That was another highlight of the week. Voyage of the Rock Aliens. Amazing. Highly recommended. It's on Amazon Prime.
I have a highlight
You
of
have
the
to
week.
pay for it.
I can't talk
Totally
about
worth it. It's like Grease with aliens.
Grease with aliens.
Hmm?
You mean like Grease is the word?
Grease as in like John Travolta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. All right. Well, I don't think that movie needs aliens, Rick.
It does. It did. Thank God it has.
Is it a musical then?
It is.
Are the songs good?
I enjoyed them tremendously.
That doesn't mean anything.
And
I don't know how to
it's
take it.
it is one of the most 80s movies I have ever seen. So if you just need like 80s injected in your veins, that's where to go.
If I need 80s injected in my vein.
Yep.
Is there a race? Like a car race?
There is a motorcycle scene.
Oh, like in Grease 2.
Yeah.
No one ever knows that one. Everyone always forgets about Grease 2.
I know Grease too.
Oh yeah?
My mom was to Grease what I am to Star Wars.
Oh really?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
She
before.
went to go see Grease in theaters when it came out like 40 times. Loved
Dang.
that movie. And then we watched it all the time when I was a kid growing up.
Well, Grease 2.
We watched it, but not as much.
I don't think I've ever seen Grease.
Grease 1 or
I don't
2?
think so. Either.
Damn.
Oh man.
Dang.
And I've seen a lot of musicals, but just never that one. I
Interesting.
don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Posture check.
I always love there's a song in Grease 2 that was called, I want to say it was called Where Does the Pollen Go? And it was my favorite song on there because it's all about reproduction. And like it's being talked about through like a scientific way.
Uh-huh.
But they're just high school kids and you know what they're saying.
Yeah. Posture check.
But said that.
Did
There's
we?
another one?
Was it?
More posture.
Aaron, do you want to look up questions? I would do it since I'm not
I-
eating, but I don't know if I can.
I have finished the pizza that I was eating.
don't know if it's safe.
Now we'll look at questions. Guys, if you have questions, you can submit them with your channel points down at the bottom of chat. We'll go through some and hopefully answer some of your questions. And if we don't get to it, then sorry, it'll be rejected and you won't lose your money.
It'll be refunded.
Rejected.
My option says reject or mark is complete. I don't know what Spunky keeps putting Doritos chip. Which is a question. Doritos chip.
Yes.
It's been here so much. I don't
Yes.
know what the question is.
Yes.
The answer must be yes.
Also, I think one of those treat streams might have been sent from Alex in Scotland.
Oh, did we
is
get
there
two?
two?
I believe there were two.
That's why there's a
Alex
pepperoni and a
the
pepperoni
title
sausage.
was-
Okay,
Alex,
thank you, Alex and Scotland
Toy
as well.
was-
Wow, that means
Thank
you guys
you.
had to have done it at the exact same time.
the way you know, especially, is if there's two 2-liters.
Yeah.
Was there two 2-liters?
Which
There are two
there's only ever one
2-liters.
2-liter in an order.
So thank you very much.
Thank you both.
All right. Okay, Foster Kid 25 says, having seen Mandalorian and Boba Fett reactions and now Ghostbusters Afterlife, what's the most emotional TV show or movie moment you've been in? Mine would be during the 10th Doctor's regeneration.
Most
So-
emotional?
Maybe we can say like the show or a general time, but I don't want to go into too much spoiler wise. But what's
Mhm.
what's the most emotional moment you've been in? I will say Ghostbusters got me a lot more than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
Like-
Ghostbusters did get me.
That
Trying
one
to be-
did a lot.
Like, they mean like in a reaction or just ever?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it on the channel or is this anything ever?
I mean it says that you've. What's the most emotional TV show / movie moment you've been?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be been in.
I mean, like growing up, Homeward Bound. Hit me pretty hard.
Gotcha.
Oh, Peter.
Things hit me a lot more now, especially like me and Melanie will be watching something and it has to do with kids, and like I'll feel me getting choked up and it's getting me.
Yeah.
And I'll look over at Melanie and she's like, "Don't look at me," like she's like crying and stuff. So like there's more, especially kid moments that get me a lot more.
Mine's more
AI
video
really
game.
fucked me up.
AI.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was like, can't remember exactly what age I was, but it was like I wasn't a kid anymore, but I wasn't an adult, and I could recognize that. Yeah, me being a kid, like I'm growing up, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm gonna be an adult. It just really messed with me.
I've never seen AI.
Yeah?
Yeah. So man, that's one I should check.
Be a good reaction, maybe.
Berserk. Like the first time I saw it.
The first time.
Definitely.
See, it didn't give me the first time, but maybe the more connection I have to them, it would. But
Gurren Lagann. There's tons of anime. Well, one of the ones that changed when I had a kid was Kiki's Delivery Service.
oh yeah,
Like the opening scene of that movie.
like
It's very differently after I had a kid.
Did it not do anything before and now it does kind of
Exactly. Yeah.
Got very emotional with season 2 finale Mandalorian. But
Sure.
if off camera, the second time I think was more emotional. I watched The Tales of Ba Sing Se, Leaves from a Vine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very emotional.
Every time I watch it, it
Yep.
makes me more emotional.
Yep.
I know it's coming.
thing? Yeah.
Oh.
The ones I can think of, like, there's various Star Wars moments that have done it for me. Even knowing now and rewatching, there's moments that hit me. There is the Ghostbusters Afterlife, especially, but then there's also one or two Arrow points that I know got me more.
Yep.
Than other ones did.
You know what gets me too? Wooo from Hunter x Hunter.
Wow.
Wooo.
Definitely. Hunter x Hunter.
Friendship, man. Oh,
Friendship.
shit gets me.
Fruits Basket, there's so much of that got me so hard.
Yeah.
Haikyuu did too. Usagi Drop.
There is a
Your Lie in April.
I haven't seen that yet.
there's a Doctor Who Christmas special, that definitely got me, with Peter Capaldi. That I think it's just really good. It involves like some favorite characters of mine and stuff, and I think that one, like watching it now, especially too, like it's done really well. There's definitely a few Doctor Who moments, but I think that one especially is a big one. Let's see. This was from 5 days ago for you, Rick, but it was about Team 4-Star and Final Fantasy 7. But
I
that was
answered that.
from your stream.
Yep.
Dip says, if you were stuck in a room for 1 month and the only form of entertainment you had was all the Tom Hanks movies or all the Tom Cruise movies, which one would you
Tom Hanks.
choose? Calvin can't answer this. He gets all the Tom Cruise movies by default.
Yep. I'll take Calvin's answer because I love Tom Cruise, but it's Tom Hanks for me. It's much more variety for me.
There is.
With Hanks.
But do you like any of those as much as you like The Last Samurai? I would watch The Last Samurai for a month.
I've never seen it, so I don't know. Though I think
I was just thinking of Last Samurai early this morning. Someone asked me, what was it?
I think Tom Cruise has more action movies,
Sure.
whereas Tom Hanks, yeah, there's like a little bit, like there's some action stuff in there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more of like comedy and
Drama.
and that kind of stuff, you know? Things from, I don't know, Castaway, Terminal, whatever that one when he flies a plane upside down. I haven't seen it.
Flies in a plane upside down.
I'm pretty sure he does, right? Isn't that the idea? Like, there's some kind of, he's like a pilot or something. He does something ridiculous. I don't know what it's called, but I think Tom Hanks is in that one.
That's a Denzel movie.
There's a movie Tom Hanks is a pilot.
Yes. It's called Sully,
Sully,
where
yes,
he lands in the
that's it.
Hudson.
Whatever.
Based on
Something.
a true story, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I thought he flew upside down. I don't know.
No,
He
What?
Nothing. It is funny. Upside down. Never mind.
So, I don't know. I might go Tom Hanks maybe.
Motherfucker's a hero. He landed on the Hudson upside down.
he didn't.
I haven't seen it. What's the one where he like there's like I think it's Tom Hanks gets a crappy house. It's called like Crap House. I don't know what it's called. It's a
Crap
Castaway.
house.
What?
It's a really shitty house in Castaway.
No, not
I mean,
Castaway.
There's also like
It's
Forrest
Cave.
Gump.
No, like he buys Money House. Maybe that's what Money Pit.
Money Pit.
Maybe that's what it's called. But
Yeah.
like he just gets a house and he's like, I'll fix it up and sell it or whatever. And it's like at one thing after another, and it's like a ridiculous comedy.
Sure.
Also, like Toy Story.
Sure, that Toy Story would count.
I suppose so.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think there is more variety in Tom Hanks. So I'll
Hanks.
take Tom Hanks.
I gotta go Tom Cruise.
Thanks all the way.
For Samurai, he's in a Kubrick.
He's, damn it.
Tom
Quit
Hanks
making
is
good
not.
points. Man, Katsumoto.
So
like-
yours is only Last Samurai.
That's how good
No,
the
no,
movie
no.
is.
No, he's in a Kubrick movie, which is amazing.
Okay.
He's in all the Mission Impossibles, which a lot of them are very, very good. I love Jerry Maguire. There's quite a few.
Okay.
Oh, Rick, a man can spend his whole life looking for the perfect cherry blossom.
Well, that's not too bad then.
Never find it.
We've got me and Eric both picked
and
Tom
it will
Hanks,
not
and
have been a wasted life.
Rick and Calvin both picked Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I
We
get
got 2 and
Tropic
2.
Thunder.
It's good. Oh man, Tropic Thunder. I get the. You're right.
I get Tropic
I get
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder if I pick Tom Cruise.
I get Legend.
I definitely need some. What?
Legend. No, it's a fantasy one with a unicorn. Tim Curry's the devil.
Yeah, I know.
One of the best devils ever.
What are you talking about?
The movie that's
Maybe-
called Legend, starring Tom Cruise.
I've never seen it or heard of it or knew that Tim Curry was a devil.
It's very young Tom Cruise. I get Rain Man.
Ah.
Rain Man.
Turner and Hooch.
That's Tom Hanks, baby.
That's good,
Tom
but
Hanks.
it's not. I don't think it's Rain Man.
Splash.
Ah, Turner and Hooch. Hooch should beat the fuck
Toy
out of him.
Story, Rick.
Toy Story is great, but I got Eyes
Big.
Wide Shut.
A League of Their Own.
right?
I love
Big.
that.
He's in Big.
I've got
The Polar
Splash.
Express.
Mermaids. He fucks
Express.
mermaids.
There you go.
I said Splash.
War of the
did.
Worlds.
Catch Me If You Can, Rick.
Oh, I love Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What about
The Angels and Demons and Inferno stuff, if you want that.
Shoot.
Top
What's
Gun.
the one where it's like based on a
Mr. Rogers.
yeah.
Yeah,
there you
Beautiful
go.
Day in the Neighborhood.
Risky Business.
Uh-huh.
Matrix.
Live Die Repeat.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What's that one where they gotta save Ryan?
Saving Private
Saving Private Ryan. Damn. Oh, that's one of my favorite
Jeez,
movies
Aaron.
ever.
Green Mile.
I've never seen
Mile's
Green
real
Mile.
good.
I don't know. I think I'm going Tom Hanks. I'm
But I've
sticking with
also
Tom Hanks.
got bad movies with Tom Cruise. I got The Mummy. I got Valkyrie.
You got that Vanilla one?
Vanilla Sky.
I just didn't understand that movie. It might be good.
No, that's a good movie.
I was a kid when I watched it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I never watched it again.
Interview with a Vampire.
I don't know that one either. All right, let me see what else we got.
Of course, with Cruise, you can watch all of the Scientology propaganda videos.
Sounds like a good time.
Saluting a science fiction author.
All right. What is this? I don't know how you say this. Super Nerd Gavin says, "Hey crew, who is your favorite video game character, either from playability, nostalgia, their personality, or any of that? Mine is probably Nathan Drake or Geralt." So favorite video
I
game
don't count
character.
Geralt because he's a character in video games, but he's not a video game character. You know?
So you're going Smash Brothers rules?
Yeah.
Feel like 8 of my top 10 are in Mass Effect now, so I don't know.
I feel like
I have to finish the story.
any main character that is a part of a RPG, like I don't know that really counts because you are choosing what the character is. So there's kind of like a bias there.
I feel like I have a lot from the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many interesting like some of them are just like they're cool.
Yeah.
Some of them are like they're deep,
Just
like
Kojima games in general.
sure. Like
Definitely.
I really like Snake, but also like Raiden's really cool, like just his story. And then you get like some villains and stuff that are just interesting, like Vamp and I don't know. Sniper Wolf.
Metal Gear's all great. I love Leon, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I love.
I named a kid after them.
I might have to go. I'm going to take Mass Effect off the list just for now because I'm not done. But I'm going to go Kyle Katarn because specifically, you played him in all these games. You play him in Jedi Outcast, then Jedi Academy. You create your character, Jaden, to be his Padawan. He's a master now. And whether if you go light or dark, if you go light, then you beat the big bag of the game. But if you go dark, you have to beat Kyle Katarn. Kyle Katarn tries to take you out. And I actually remember not wanting to beat him because I loved him too much. I couldn't bring myself to kill Kyle Katarn.
You just let him kill you over and over and over.
It was a bad day. So I'm going to go Kyle Katarn. You look like an overgrown Kowakian monkey lizard, so I guess
John
looks don't
Bryce
count for
from the
much.
Call of Duty series.
Sure, Commander Price.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. I like him.
Captain. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess he gets different ones as he goes through, right?
right?
I think you play him at a few different points.
Probably, yeah.
Because I think he's in the first Modern Warfare. Is it him that you're playing as when he's like I don't know, like a private or sergeant or something like that in the sniping mission? Like that's a flashback. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the what is it, Chernobyl or something like that? Like it's
Yeah.
like very empty and there's dogs and you're sniping,
Yeah.
but you're like sneaking through and it's a flashback. But I think that one has to do with him too. And then like later on, like he's like your commander, and then like he's something else up higher up too. And I think I haven't played the first 3 in a while. I played the newer one more recently.
Mm-hmm.
That one was pretty good too.
I really like Master Chief.
Sure.
It's a very subtle, like understated character, but I think it's a really cool character too.
I'm almost done with my top 10.
Are you ranking them? Or just in no particular order?
No order. James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2. Max Caulfield from Life is Strange. Dante, Devil May Cry. Phoenix Wright, Okabe, Steins Gate. J.J. McField in The Island of Memories. J.J. McField. Agent York, Deadly Premonition. Solid Snake, Yangus, Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at so far.
Is Okabe cheating?
Nope.
He was a visual novel first.
Have you
Yeah.
played any of those?
I started.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. I was just wondering, like, is it cheating if you pick the one you know, which is from the anime, but not like, what if it's different in the visual novel? So I wasn't sure. Just wondering. All right. Miss Timmy Fantastico says, on live show days, do you usually watch that show first, or do you watch it whenever it fits in your schedule? I can't imagine having to wait longer than I had to watch Boba Fett.
We watch it first if sometimes, there's been times we've had 3 live shows. It can depend sometimes, but generally it also can depend on who's going to be editing it too. But we generally do live shows either in the order that they aired, or in the case of like Star Wars, where there's a bias, that first. But as soon as possible,
That first.
Yeah, it's usually as soon as possible the next time we're together.
Sure. Live shows go first on the schedule because we already know they're coming, and then we just put in whatever else
And I mean,
afterwards.
yeah,
that fits
we
in.
have to get it to an editor, and hopefully that editor, not only do they have to download it and re-upload it, and then we upload, hopefully by the end of our day, that video is ready to go. And if not, my day extends until it is.
The only exception are Melanie videos.
Yes.
Sure. Which, like, we have Batwoman tonight, but I think we're gonna postpone it because the weather is gonna be questionable,
Yeah.
and we don't want to. Melody's like, well, we can't both be sleeping there. Like, we get stuck there.
Both get stranded.
Like, I guess. All right. Mas Casa says, what would make you more emotional? Having a street in your hometown that's named after you, or having something in Star Wars named after you?
Would never find that street.
I love the idea of like Rick having a street named after him. Either he gets always lost on that street or can never find that street.
I mean, Marietta might not last.
Yeah.
Star Wars will be forever.
I was gonna say, like, that street's probably, like, as Marietta gets bigger and stuff, it's gonna get, like, demolished and bigger buildings built in its place. But Star Wars is gonna be there forever, right?
Yeah.
My favorite Star Wars.
Also, who around here am I gonna tell? Oh yeah, that street's named after me.
Yeah,
There's
right.
a bunch of fucking grubs around here.
I
with
should
different
also
spellings.
Have a Calvin Street.
We already have. There's already
Who's Calvin?
There's a Whiteley Road in Whipple, because it used to be a road that went all the way over the hill and connected to another road, but they just abandoned that street. But there was one person living on it, my grandfather, my grandma. So when and this was before they actually named the roads, it was just
Your
a township.
grandfather was your grandma?
My grandfather and my grandmother
Oh.
lived there. Obviously, Aaron.
It was just, like, there was one person that lived there, but my grandfather, my grandma. I'm like, they were the same person. Like, it's like that Tom Arnold movie.
So pretty much their driveway is Whiteley Road, but because it's officially part of the township, they tar it, they cinder it, they plow it,
So they
but
don't.
no one else uses it.
So it's basically just a long
Driveway. It's about a mile
county
long
driveway or township driveway.
Yeah.
So I do have a Whiteley Road.
That's good.
In terms of getting your name in Star Wars, my favorite one, because there's a lot, my favorite one is Lucasfilm named, in episode 8, there are the Jedi books that Luke has, right? One of the authors is Jedi Master Riley Howe, I think is his name, who is named for boy Riley Howe, huge Star Wars fan that passed away from cancer. And they, in his honor, made him, because he was really big into Star Wars, especially like lore and trying to know all this stuff. So they named after him the Jedi historian that wrote these books.
That's cool.
Really cool. I think Riley Howe. I want to be absolutely sure I'm getting it right.
I always liked the KT droid,
Yeah.
which I thought was
KT
a really cool
as
one.
well. Yeah,
I like
Riley
that one as
Howe.
well.
I'm correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably go with Star Wars.
Yeah. But yeah, you can go to Wikipedia right now. Riley Howe is a Jedi Master and historian of the Jedi Order, collected many early accounts of explorations and codifications of the Force in 2 volumes.
Like, there's also
And-
the thing, like, no one around here knows us now. Like, me having, like, who's,
Yeah.
why am I having a street named after me?
Sure.
And does anyone around here care? No one's gonna care.
Probably
Oh,
not.
okay.
I don't even need that.
So-
I don't need my road to be Aaron Road.
Yeah, I know. I actually got a detail wrong on this. It wasn't a terminal illness. The character is named after Riley Howe, a University of North Carolina at Charlotte student, longtime Star Wars fan who lost his life during the UNC Charlotte shooting on April 30th, 2019,
Let's see.
where he attempted to stop a perpetrator.
Gotcha.
So good for him. But yeah, I have never done anything amazing, so they won't put my name in it.
If I got unredeemably lost, it would be convenient if the street I lived on was my name.
Right?
Yeah. that
Like,
would
where are
be
you trying to
very
get to?
convenient.
Rick Road, Rick Street, please,
Yeah.
please. Oh, Rick Street, we know that one. As of right now, you're like, where do you live? He's like,
But probably Star Wars.
Do you want to be a character? Do you want to be a planet, a lightsaber, or a
ship
weapon,
name?
a ship,
Yeah.
the grub? Get on the grub. Go up to
Doesn't sound good in any context.
Archmaster to be a new level of Jedi.
That would be cool.
Dude, I could be a droid, and I
Yeah.
could be like A4RON.
A
Like A4, like,
Yeah.
and then R0N.
sure.
Could
Yeah,
be like a
that's not
designation
bad.
number, you know? And it
good.
would just be
Yeah.
my name, but it wouldn't be my name. But it's like elite speaky kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it could work. I don't know.
4-4 Ron.
Huh?
4-4 Ron.
Well, I was thinking A4, but it could be
I just
A4. Shiraz Saeed says, "Hey crew, what's a thing you wish you never learned about? Is there a thing you wish you never learned?
That lady swinging that dog.
Smoking the dog?
No.
What'd you say?
Swinging
Oh
that
my
dog.
God.
I swore you
Jesus.
just said smoking.
Why would I say that?
I don't know. I thought it was a
we
new
just
story.
previously
Just
talked
think, like,
about
does that
swinging a
make
dog by its
sense?
leash.
No.
Well, I kind of missed that story to begin with earlier when I was trying to look into the other story I was talking about to
Yeah.
begin with. So I was like, I don't know the dog story anyway. I just came into the middle of that, and I'm like, I don't know what happened here.
Like,
Some dog got hurt.
I am forced to be kind of an expert on not hearing shit.
I can't see your
and,
lips.
And figure
I can't
out what
hear
was
you.
said.
You're way
But
over
you
there.
just come out like, smoking the dog? Ridiculous. I don't want to hear about it either.
No. But no, I was reading the one thing I was talking about, and then you brought that up, and I missed probably half of the dog conversation.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I don't want to.
You don't want to know about a dog being swung around
Smoked.
or being smoked.
Yeah.
So if it was a child being swung around, would you be like, oh no? Is it,
I mean, I
like,
would probably feel
is the
an
dog
equal
hitting you
amount, but
more?
the dog does hit me more, just because, like, you know, kids aren't loyal. No, I'm kidding.
Kids aren't what?
Loyal.
Loyal?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
A dog will, you know, and the kids will too, but a dog will get hit and not know what I do wrong, you know, doesn't understand.
Kids are
Depending
like
on
that
the
too.
depending on the age,
Yeah.
though, is what I'm saying. Like, you know, you can hit a 12-year-old and they might understand more than a dog. So
Yeah, and like a 12-year-old dog would never understand why, right?
no.
They would. Just assholes.
That's not a cat, Rick.
So you're saying it deserved it? Posture check.
Does anyone else have anything that they wish they would have never learned? No?
think so.
I don't think I have anything.
Let me see.
There are things I wish I
Well,
would have
Eric,
learned
don't look
sooner.
up things that you don't want to learn. What are you doing?
He's
You're,
forgotten.
you're defeating the purpose.
I'm trying to look up, like, what are things that you wish you were ignorant of? Like, that'll make your life better. I'm just kind of curious.
That would make your life better.
Yeah.
Like, is this an idea of things you can, like, you wish you could forget, or that you never learn? Like in school, it's like, well, why did I learn?
Well, shit. Sorry. I found this article that's 17 facts you wish you never learned, but I'm learning them.
That's what I just said.
stop.
Why are you looking up things to never learn?
A 10-second kiss can pass on 80 million bacteria.
Eric, I don't think you're helping anybody
I'm going.
in this
That's
situation.
more than my probiotic.
Oh, I knew that one.
All right.
Wait.
We're
There
going
are
on.
little tiny skin mites that come out at night
No.
and have sex on your face.
No, stop.
They do it on your face.
Mario Crazy Man wants to know, if you haven't already talked about it, what do you guys think of the Rings of Power posters?
Oh, there were some posters?
Oh, good. I've changed the subject enough now.
We
Apparently,
haven't looked at
I
them.
haven't seen any posters.
These
So I don't.
posters will have sex on our face.
I know nothing of them.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I was just thinking about
I've
how
been-
good Rod is when it says Eric's is Dragon Ball Evolution. Things I wish I didn't know.
I've been staying away from all like
I mean, I can
announcements and
look.
stuff like that. So I have not seen posters.
I've not.
Me either.
I mean, we've seen the title release that we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, I have found them. They are pictures of people holding things.
Okay.
Like,
Well, and it's
That's
probably
what he thinks about it, guys.
it's probably also people we don't know
Yeah.
because it's so far back in the like
yeah.
the posters. There's no way it's
Possible.
gonna be like, oh wow, look at this. You know, it's gonna be like, well, I don't know what this is.
is anyone
Yeah.
holding a door?
I do not see
I just need a trailer.
any doors.
Okay.
There's some cool swords. There's an arrow. There's scrolls. There's a sickle. There's a hammer.
There's a what?
A hammer.
Rope.
I
Like
wanted to say,
MC.
did he say hammer? But
No.
it might be my fault again.
It's
And
your
I'm
fault
like, I
again.
got to make
No,
sure I
he-
ask
he-
these questions.
He said hammer with like a bit of a weird accent, like
Wow.
he likes to do.
Like Korg from Thor.
He went a little
Hammer.
Jamaican.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
What? What
Something
was
about
it?
Jamaican?
My gosh.
You have a Jamaican thing?
I can't wait. Is it
I
Cool Runnings too?
feel like I don't want to know.
No, I'm not still
Wasn't
hobbled.
there Cool Runnings too?
No. It's based on a true story.
For the first time in 24 years, the Jamaican bobsled team is going to the Olympics.
There
That's
will
what
be
it
a
was.
Cool Running too.
There will be. Oh man.
Hell yeah.
I saw that and immediately thought of you, Rick. And I was like, oh man, I forgot about this.
You should think of me. I've watched that movie in the last 3 months.
Jamaica's four-man bobsled team will be competing in this year's Winter Olympics for the first time in 24 years. Like the country's 1988 team that inspired the Cool Runnings film, this team had to overcome extraordinary odds to make it to the games during the pandemic. It has forced them to get creative in their approach and training. I had to create a home gym in my garden, said the bobsled pilot, Sean Wayne Stevens, pushing a car up and down the street to get a sort of distance training done.
Wow.
That happened in Cool Runnings.
But yeah, they are going to be going
So
to the Olympics.
so they made a movie that's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And now the team is using that movie as
Well-
a training guide to go to the Olympics again.
No, they're probably using the original.
The original training guide.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
It's just
but it would be great
unfortunate.
if they watched the movie and said, "This is a great idea. We should do that."
It's unfortunate that we live in this reality where we lost John Candy far too early and he can't come back for the inevitable reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing on this says, while the team says it has looked to the older generation for wisdom and even the movie for some techniques,
See?
they
You
want
see?
they want the world to see them as more than just the new Cool Runnings team. We love that they love the movie, but we want to focus to shift. We want that focus to shift from the movie to us being competitive athletes out to win medals, Stevens said. If we can do that with this Olympics, then I think the combination of us being competitive athletes and the movie will spark a massive shift in love for Jamaica bobsled and Jamaica as a whole.
Yeah.
I wish them well.
Do you think there's got to be a certain point in their lives when they fucking hate Cool Runnings, that movie? Like,
I would imagine
every single day they're going to go to the Olympics and be, oh, like Cool Runnings, son. They're like, shut the fuck up. You know, I never heard that before.
maybe.
You know?
I mean,
Like
What about the
Michael
last-
Bolton from Office Space.
what about the last 24 years of them that didn't make it?
Yeah.
Does that end up being brought up too? It's like, not as good as Cool Runnings, huh?
Probably.
Like,
They probably hate Cool
fucking
Runnings.
Runnings. All right. So from that news to Al Hussein, who says, Rick, did you hear about the upcoming single-player Gwent game?
I did not until I saw your message in chat, but I'm intrigued. I know there's a Throne Breaker, which is like a Witcher single-player card game, but I don't believe it uses the Gwent rules. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. But I love me some Gwent, so maybe I'll check it out. I never did check out the multiplayer, but single-player has me intrigued.
You did play it a lot. I remember
I
think you had-
100%ed it.
you had some streams that were just Gwent, and then I think you did it off-stream too, right?
Eventually, yes. I did all the Gwent there was to do.
Like, I got to play the Gwent, Aaron. That's what people want.
Yep.
The people want Gwent.
They don't want to get on a bathtub. They want Gwent.
It's true.
The real John says, how are y'all's lightsaber skills nowadays? Also hope the ankle is doing loads better, Calvin.
It is doing loads better. Thank you.
Fantastic
Good, I guess.
and perfect.
My arm's not great. It hurts right here.
Yeah.
I can't. It hurts to stretch it.
There's a There's a
There.
Instagram video of lightsaber
Calvin.
skills. You go check that out.
No, it's like your bicep is smooth and then it goes bump right at the end.
That's called a muscle.
No, it doesn't look like that normally. Like
That's
maybe
what that
you
is.
tore like a bundle of muscles and it's like wadded up down there now.
No, there's no
We
wadded up.
talked on a previous podcast that the next Saber comp is officially going to be the 20th one, left over from, it used to be the lightsaber choreography competition, now the saber comp, and that, who knows? Maybe for the 20th one we'll come back, maybe not. Who knows?
They're not tempted. I would say they're likely poor, but I could swing it for a lot longer now without getting tired.
Yep.
That's true.
Title of your sex tape.
I can swing it a lot longer now.
Thaddeus J. Spider says, have you guys considered doing a friends version of the Newlywed Game? Questions about each other to see how well you actually know each other.
We did do that for the Valentine's Day podcast, that sort of a thing. I
Kinda,
have
yeah.
wanted to do it again, though.
It would be fun. I think it'd be interesting to do.
I think it would be fun with our significant others.
That would be good. Like that.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
Or a terrible mistake.
Both.
Yeah.
The Flirt and Flouse says, I know you guys don't like to get political, but given the recent news stories,
Yeah?
I think it's about time that you gave your takes on the Trade Federation's illegal occupation of Naboo.
I
legal
think
now.
There is no proof, and I move that we send the commissions to Naboo to ascertain the truth.
You would want that.
I
There's
would.
no time to talk about this in a committee. There are people are dying.
I vote for a move of no confidence in Chancellor Valoran's behalf.
All right. Monkey Keyblade says, what games coming out this year are you guys most excited for?
Advanced Wars Remake 1+2.
Breath of the Wild 2. That's this year, right? Should be.
I don't know. There's a lot of things coming out next year. I've been wanting to play Horizon Zero Dawn, but I do have interest in the new one that comes out this month. I don't think it's out yet.
No, it's at the end of the month.
Also, I had interest in, I don't know when I'm going to play it either, but Dying Light 2 comes out like this week. Or tomorrow, I think, maybe.
Yep.
And Calvin and I saw some stuff with that at E3 a couple years ago, and it looked really cool. And I only
it
messed with a
does.
little bit of the first one, but that looked really good too.
Yeah, I played through the first one on stream one year, and yeah, I'm super excited for Dying Light 2.
Curious about Elden Ring, Ghostwire
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Elden Ring looks really good. I need to play so many other Dark Souls games and stuff.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, that's like that open worldy looking one.
And is the new God of War coming out this year?
I believe so.
Ragnarok?
I don't know.
Towards the end of the year, I think, right?
I don't know why I didn't say Kratos in terms of one of my favorite characters earlier.
I thought you told me that he got pushed out by 10 characters from Mass Effect.
No, I said that 7 of my top 10 were there, but
What were the other
Kratos can
3?
be one of those 3.
Man, I think you went down one.
I
didn't.
know
I
which
said
ones
7
are
out of
Mass
10.
Effect. What are the others?
What are the what?
What are
the,
I know
3?
which ones are the 7 or 8 or whatever you said.
Kyle Katarn, Kratos, and Zelda specifically from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
I would probably go with
Gotcha.
that.
That's what. Okay.
Bayonetta 3.
Becky said you said 8.
Maybe.
Kerbal Space Program 2. I have zero interest in playing it myself, but I want to watch other people play it.
Mhm.
That game takes so much time
I know.
and math and things I don't want to do.
It's real hard.
Yesterday I was getting frustrated because I got home and I'm just gonna lay on my bed and watch something and play a Pokemon game or something like that. And then I couldn't find all of my Pokemon games. I was like, where are these? Where are these at? I didn't know. I was wanting to look in to see if I was trying to figure out if the Pokebank was gonna be stopped. And apparently at some point this year they're supposed to stop credit cards being able to work on the Nintendo DS and Wii services. But the Pokebank and stuff will still be an option. It's just you can't pay for it with a credit card. You'll have to go through your Nintendo account with gift cards and stuff to be able to do it.
I see.
So, yeah, I was just I want to play something. No, where is it? And then by the time I actually got to play and finally found stuff, I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. It's 9:30 and I'm just tired. I was up late the night before. Yizing says, watching from getting snowed in at school. What's your most harrowing snow day story? Mine is that the first time I went sledding, I hit the brick wall at the bottom of the hill.
Damn. I don't really have any harrowing stories.
I mean, I walked through the snow and by the road
You did?
to get to Eric's house
There
to
was-
film back on our
Yep.
early days. I think it's in a video too.
It's a new channel or the old channel? I think it's a new one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't
I
recall.
got lost in the snow walking here.
That makes sense, yeah.
I got lost driving home last night.
Mhm.
I got when I was a kid, I was sledding. I think I've told this story
You,
before.
you got lost last night?
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
How?
I missed it.
You missed your house.
I
well,
missed it.
Not entirely true. I went down the wrong street
Okay.
and I missed it.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Wait, so you turned on what
How?
you thought was the wrong street, but it was the right street, and then you missed your house?
No. Well, yeah. So
Are you lost now?
I always go the same way
Yeah.
whenever I go anywhere.
Okay.
And I also park the same way. And I can tell the parking story if you want, because that
Okay.
is a fun and interesting
Right,
story.
I feel
I
like you
do
should get out of
want
your comfort.
this.
Like you need to start doing other routes to get to places to make sure you know how to get to places.
Yeah, but I don't have the time.
Too much of a risk.
No time.
But no, I always go the one way, and I went a different way, which is an equally valid way, I feel, probably.
As are always.
But
I think anyways valid to get home.
yeah,
with.
I overshot by a little bit.
So you made the wrong turn thinking it was your road?
Yeah, so say I normally go on 8th Street, I went on 4th Street
Oh.
Okay.
and just kept going because
Huh.
the place where I turned didn't exist.
So eventually,
I was
you
on the
just-
wrong road.
Did you just go to the hospital?
Oh, you give me too much credit, my friend.
Were you on 3rd Street and went to Beverly? Or what
Did he end up in Lowell again?
Yeah.
Oh,
I shouldn't have crossed the river.
You should stream driving and people can give you directions.
are you
No,
saying I
that-
need a dash
that,
cam?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a problem.
That'd be a fun one. Turn
Like, you
right,
know-
turn left. It's like
Twitch-
Twitch plays Pokemon.
Twitch navigates Rick.
Twitch navigates Rick. That would be really good.
But I always take the same routes, and I always park in the same aisle, at
Aisle.
the very least.
Okay.
Because
Well, you don't want to have the mall incident again.
exactly. Yeah, have I already told
I don't know if you've told the mall,
mall incident on this before? Well, there's 2 mall incidents, but the one involving parking is
There's 2 mall incidents.
so for my first tax return, I went to, it would have been, I guess, Sears, and I
Mhm.
bought a LCD TV.
Yeah, you bought a new TV.
I bought a new TV,
New TV?
and with my new TV, I was leaving to go home and watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation on the TV,
Yes.
which is what I do whenever I get a new TV.
To
Yeah.
test
First thing
to
I
make
always watch.
You got to make sure it looks good.
I
You
do,
gotta see those skyboxes,
Gotta
baby.
push it to the limit.
and that's true. This is exactly what I do.
Yeah.
So, like, did you go? You bought the TV and you're carrying it?
So I got the TV, and
How big? You remember?
I think it was like 42 inches.
42. Okay.
I think so. And so the checkout is next to the exit, which thank God. So I knew where the exit was,
Mm-hmm.
which is not always the case in the mall for me.
Well, there's so many exits at the mall, Rick.
doors.
It turns out also, there are many exits even from the same store.
Yes, Sears had 3.
3.
So I walk out of this exit and look for my car, and my car is not there. And so I check the next aisle, and the next aisle, and the next aisle
With the TV?
with the TV for 45 minutes.
Wow.
Did
Oh
you
my
walk?
gosh.
Did you walk around the mall?
I did.
Like the
I
whole-
walked around the mall looking for my car,
Rick,
which I finally found.
Was it in the aisle that you would have checked last? Like you checked the one next to it, and you kept going this way.
It was out one of the other Sears exits,
Okay.
which in my mind never existed.
like Sears has an exit. I should be here.
Yep.
So what? How do you?
So now I always park at the movie place. Always. No matter what I'm going for.
In the back.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
park there.
Yeah.
You know which end of the mall you're on. When you go
Walmart?
to the food court.
All the way on the left where the
Yep.
food section is.
Yep.
If there's no space, I wait.
You wait.
I wait because it's going to take me longer to find my car than I'm going to wait
Can't
for
you
someone
just
to move.
choose a spot near it? And like I
What
know
about-
it's here.
Well,
What about like the green, shoot,
I don't know, Calvin.
The little
You s-
dollar store next door.
What about it? What
Well, I
about
mean,
it?
I have the whole row. Like, the whole
the
row
car,
has to
Aaron.
be filled. Like, I will park at the very back of that row.
Yeah.
But if it's filled, I have to wait.
But you could just park like next to it, like the next row.
No.
See, I always go
Like
to
a-
this. I go to the same aisle at Walmart because it's my lucky aisle. I never don't get a spot in that aisle.
Dollar Tree.
Your
It's
lucky
always
aisle.
like real close too.
Fucking no help.
But I was Kramer in the parking garage.
Yeah,
With this giant ass TV trying to find my car.
Did you have like a cart or
And
anything?
it-
Or were you carrying it?
There's no carts out
No.
at the mall.
No, there are no carts.
There's carts at the mall.
I had no cart.
Okay.
It was really one of the more desperate situations that I've ever found myself in being lost.
Yeah.
Because I've always had the option, most times, to like call someone and
Yeah.
get directions, but no one else in the world knew where my car was.
Really?
Right?
Yeah,
You know, maybe
sure.
maybe you avoided like disaster. What if there was a guy like following? It's like when this motherfucker gets to his car, I'm gonna jack that TV. But you just walked all the way. He must have been like he knows I'm here.
Also,
He's on to me.
it really was a hell. Because not only did I not know, and I was tired, and this thing was so heavy, but there are so many cars that look like mine
Yeah. Sure.
back then that I would think I found it.
We had a poll of our viewers, current viewers right now. Would you like Rick vids getting lost? 95% said yes.
Maggie has, or Evie has not inherited my sense of direction
That's good.
so
See,
far.
I saw
anyway.
people in chat too while you were telling it, like, oh, this happens to people lots of times. Like, I agree. I think that does happen to people, but not at the mall in which they've lived at for 23 years. You know what I mean? Like I saw Jancy say, like, I lost my car at Disneyland. Like, I believe that. But how many times have you gone to Disneyland, and how vast is their parking? You know, where it's like I have grown up at that mall, and I feel like Rick has been there. Like, I've gone to the mall with Rick. And we would go to GameStop or EB Games and get games and read the books while we're waiting for like his mom to finish shopping, and we can go home and play it, you know. But
And this is not an isolated incident. Like, if almost no matter where it is, if I don't park in the same space, but like nowadays, I have a camera phone. I take pictures.
I was gonna say, I like when I park like at a superstructure, I take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you?
Yeah. Like fucking yellow aisle 3, you know?
Huh.
Like at the the parking garage at the airport, I'll take pictures.
But like when Maggie drives and we go to Walmart or whatever, like I will leave Walmart and I will head this way.
Yeah.
And she politely pulls me this way.
Yeah, I've seen you do that for sure. I don't know. I've definitely done pictures like at the airport, because especially like, well, I'm parking here and I'm leaving for days.
Yeah.
You know, when I come back, I'm probably gonna forget. But
And there's 3,000 cars in this.
yeah, but even when
parking lot.
I've gone to like the Easton Mall in Columbus. Like, I've never parked somewhere and been like, I'm gonna forget.
I do that.
I just park,
Yeah.
and then I go in, and then I know where I parked,
Yeah.
and I go back to it. I've never taken a picture like in those situations.
Well, you're
one-
better than us.
There's one year during the Stern Wheel Festival where I just walked home.
You just abandon your
Yep,
car.
I did. I had someone drive me later around to try and find it.
Oh, that's funny.
My gosh. 1 million subs. Take Rick to the Mall of America.
that'd be
Vegas was a rough one. Thank God I had people.
Yeah. You had family, people you trust.
Those casinos are mazes.
Mazes.
Well, yeah, they don't want you to leave and stop spending your money.
Rick would have just lived there in the casino.
That's why they don't have clocks. They don't have windows.
How did you feel like when we would go to conventions, like, the Star Wars big giant halls and stuff? It just follow where people are going, or
Well,
like you're never alone?
I mean, we had phones,
We have phones.
so that wasn't too much of a thing.
Gotcha. Did you ever go off on your own or walk back to the hotel rooms on your own and get lost, or you feel pretty good about that?
Let's see. I mean, I think I took an Uber a few times on my own, but they knew
Gotcha.
where they were
They
going.
know where they're going. Yeah, it's true.
They
Yeah.
knew where they were going.
Yeah, so that wasn't a problem. I mean, I like with us, I feel like I always stick with you guys.
Mhm.
But like at Merritt College, I had to go places for training
Sure.
that involved flights.
Yeah.
Or driving to Virginia or whatever.
I remember people not thinking they were going to see you again when you had to go to like DC or whatever to
Yep.
do training. It's like, oh,
Like your family saying goebye. With
bye, Rick. We
tears
will
in their
miss
eyes.
you. Say hello to your new family for us, whoever it is.
He just starts
You know,
somewhere else.
He just starts a new family.
That reminds me of when I was a kid. I think it was in kindergarten. We were supposed to write or draw a picture of what your dad does, right? And the picture that I gave to my teacher was my dad with a happy smiley face driving away from the house, and we were all crying with like tissues, like tissues and waving at him. And my teacher's like, "Why did your She like talked to my mom like, "Is everything okay at home? Did your husband leave or something?" She's like, "No, he has to go out of town for work." And we're always like, "Bye, Dad."
He works out of town. That's his job.
He would go away for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh,
And I remember my teacher being very concerned about, like, I think Eric has trauma about his father leaving him.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be all for questions. We do have redemption-wise. For some reason, I have 10 squats because I never saw Grease,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
but I've seen Grease 1 and Grease 2.
You should get on that, Aaron.
I think I'm the only person who has seen both, except for, I guess, Eric said you saw some, but you don't
I've seen
remember,
them
you don't
all.
remember it as much.
I know, I remember them all.
Remember all of 2?
Oh, yeah. My mother was obsessed.
I've seen Grease a bunch, but not Grease 2.
Not Grease 2. All right. Twitcher has resubscribed for 36 months.
Thank you.
Malin in Sweden resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you.
Colin.
Alex the Great resubscribed for 40 months.
Thank you, Alex.
40
Hilding
months.
cheered 100 bits, said weakling loving.
Weakling loving.
Thank you.
Weakling.
Loving.
Weakling loving. They love the weaklings.
That's what you said.
Clankzilla resubscribed for 36 months. Be safe, guys. Dealing with ice soon down the river from y'all.
Yeah.
Ice
we're
here, too.
probably
Everybody
dealing
be
with ice
safe.
right now.
She-Wolf resubscribed for 14 months. Hi, gang. Hope you have a great week so far. Just curious if you guys will be doing another charity stream on Valentine's Day or sometime later this year.
No plans, but
I don't know if we're doing one for Valentine's Day, but we might look into some different ones this year.
Yep.
Rather than doing the same times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Last year was when the one we did the game that you were talking about, right?
The newlywed?
Yes.
Wasn't that Valentine's Day stream?
That was during
the newlywed?
lockdown, I think.
Wasn't that February?
Of last year?
Was it not?
Last year we did a
year
Valentine's
you guys
Day
did
and we did
Valentine's
we had the
year.
makeup thing done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did
I
one.
wasn't
I
here.
remember like standing at my desk here doing that game, I thought.
I remember that's when you guys decided that we would watch
Maybe we did it both.
Maybe.
Stargate, the movie. And we still haven't watched Stargate SG-1.
I have watched a
We
few
watched the
episodes
movie.
at home.
We fulfilled
That
our
doesn't
terms.
count, Rick.
You should be happy.
P-Tronics has cheered 72 bits.
Thank you, P.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yelino has resubscribed for 4 months. Said yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dandaman gifted a sub. Thank you, Dandaman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Captain Cold cheered 5 bits. Said Happy American Painters Day, Doggy Date Night, 4 Chaplains Memorial Day, Golden Retriever Day, Carrot Cake Day, Cordova Ice Worm Day.
I swear we've had like 5 carrot cake days. Is every day carrot cake day?
It could be. I don't know, Rick.
Sure,
Okay.
why not?
Maybe it's a different type of carrot.
Get your vegetables.
Maybe.
Missing Persons Day, Patient Recognition Day, Canadian Sweater Day, Wedding Ring Day, Women Physicians Day, Take a Cruise Day, The Day the Music Died.
Tom Cruise.
Captain Cold also cheered 5 more bits. Said 1966 Luna 9 lands on the moon. 24 Woodrow Wilson dies. Happy 52nd birthday to Warwick Davis.
Oh.
52. Happy 66th birthday to Nathan Lane, Timon from Lion King. Happy birthday to Elmo. Happy birthday to the late Robert Earl Jones, father of James Earl Jones. And happy birthday to the late Beau Biden. Thank you, Captain Cold.
Thank you.
Hydrate and posture check.
Dan Demand gifted a sub again.
Thank you very much.
Big Blasian Boy resubscribed for 15 months.
Thank you.
Furdam has subscribed for the first time with his Prime. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Don't forget, if you have Prime, you can use it too to subscribe.
It's like magic.
Laura gifted a sub. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
And Laura gifted another sub. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you.
I think it's the
Laura.
same Laura, but the little profile pictures are different. So I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, it's because the gifted sub profile.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this one's a red little person. This is a blue little person.
Mm-hmm.
Zero has subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
you.
Zero.
Yizing has subscribed for 20 months.
Thank you very much.
Katsukoser has subscribed for the first time. I'm sure I got that name right.
Thank you.
Katsukoser.
Bloose Goose subscribed for the first time.
A lot of first timers.
Tintin Who resubscribed for 31 months on a 30-month streak.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Jacob Suidam tipped $20. Says, "Hey crew, how are you doing? Finally over COVID for me. Anyway, being a Foresight writer, I had the realization that soon Star Wars Thursdays may not be a thing anymore. And that is horrifying to me, as for years it has been that way. Anyway, have fun."
Yeah, we've been doing Clone Wars and then Rebels, Star Wars every week.
Yeah.
For years.
Thank God we still have droids to go through.
Super Jordan 1998 for 15 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cody K resubscribed for the first time.
Thank
Ryan
you.
Nexus subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
The Village Idjit subscribed for the first time.
Thank
And then Dip cheered 100 bits and says, "Eric, do you hear the hum?"
No! Damn it, no!
Also super hyped for tomorrow. For the Pokemon randomizer.
Yes.
There's a part in Mass Effect 3 when a character keeps going, "Did you hear that hum?" And I'm not, I don't hear it well.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, "No, I don't hear anything." And all the chat's like, "You don't hear it?"
Oh.
I think they're fucking with me.
That's great.
But I don't know. They could be a hum. How would I know?
You wouldn't. Who can you trust?
No one.
If we didn't get your questions, they will be refunded. You can ask them maybe tomorrow during Pokemon Randomizer, which is gonna be interesting.
Fun.
Amazing.
Great.
Horrible.
Exciting.
Terrible.
Harrowing.
Depressing.
Joyful.
Hateful.
I remember that game being so much longer than Red and Blue.
Ecstatic.
Which one? Gold?
Disappointed.
Gold and
Well,
silver.
Rick,
Jubilant.
we are racing.
I
We don't
suppose
have to do
so.
everything. We don't have to catch them all. You know what I mean?
Benevolent.
So, should be fun. Make sure you guys come and join us tomorrow, 3 o'clock,
Omnipotent.
till about this time right now.
Punishment.
Anything else?
No.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Guys, see you tomorrow. Join us.
Transcendence.
It will be fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye.